All right, so this one is for the Sunnydale fam, or should I be saying new Sunnydale fam? Yeah, we'll see, right? Sarah Michelle Gellar has been making the rounds on podcasts recently, and she may have let it slip that there will be no Spike in New Sunnydale. Really? I'm wondering, like, was there anybody afterwards that were like, what the fuck did you just say? You know what I mean? Like, oh my goodness. She was on the Los Angeles podcast recently, and at the end of interviews, they like to ask things like FMK, which, you know, is who would you fuck, marry, or kill, right? And so at first she was like, oh, I hate these, you know. But then she got down to business.
Okay. Last one. F, marry, kill, Angel, Spike, Riley.
No. The person you marry is Riley, right? Because like that's if you want to have like a serious relationship.
Yes. Okay.
And then we all know I'm an Angel girl, so I'm gonna say, you know, can you say fuck?
Yeah.
Okay, fuck Angel. But here's the thing. This is why I'm saying you don't kill Spike. He's dead. I can't kill him. So it's perfect because I'm not really killing him.
All right.
It's just foreplay, right? Like it's just
Yes, that is correct.
So it's kind of a cheat answer.
Yes.
Really you're kind of fucking both of them. Sorry.
Okay, so you might be thinking, well, yeah, he's a vampire, but so is Angel, fam. Huh? So it reminds me of, like, okay, let's remember the things she has actually said about New Sunnydale. This is not a remake. This is not a reboot. This is a continuation from the end of the Buffy series, right? Basically. So what I'm wondering is, do they not have the rights or permission to mention anything that happened with season 5 of Angel, right? And I have a question for you toward the end about this. If you want, we're going to touch back on that, right? So, like, maybe we'll eventually see Angel or whatever, because, like, I think they're going to meet up. Like, regardless, they're going to, especially if we're just leaving off with the final Buffy episode and nothing to do with the Angel series. They, in the past 20 years, I will not believe if anybody tells me, nah, they never met up. Fuck you. Why are you lying to my face, bro? Of course they did. Now, so maybe that's why, if we're just going from the very end of just the Buffy series, no comics, which makes me think of that episode in season 5 of Angel when Spike and Angel see the Buffy dancing in that club. But if you've read the comics, spoilers for those who didn't and you don't mind, that wasn't Buffy. That was a decoy Buffy. And it's okay for your heart to go out for the decoys, because damn, Slayer's life be hard indeed. Anyway, moving on. I have a question for you though. Just a little what if little fun for us fans to have in the meantime. So feel free to join me in the comments with this one. What if not only could they have the rights to be able to mention anything that went down in season 5 of Angel? So, like, my question is, do you think Angel would withhold that information of what happened with the necklace after Sunnydale? Or do you think he would tell her, like, pretty much right off the bat? So this is what happened. This is what my year after that shit was like. Like, if they were to meet up. Or, because if we're going off of season 5 and him and Spike were basically like, let's let her live. Let's let her age and have a life and not have to deal with our shit anymore. Which, hats off to that shit, because, yeah, please. Come on. I'm sorry. I was a Bengal at first too, fam. I'm right there with you. But you know what? I'm also a sucker for, like, if we're talking vampires, right? For tall, dark, and handsome. So thanks, David. But otherwise, like, rewatching it as I'm older and stuff, like, he kind of, like, triggers me at times, because he was really condescending. And, like, I've been the younger chickie mama in a relationship that it grinds my gears, fam. That's all I'm saying. It grinds my gears. And I'm not saying that Spike is perfect, but I feel like he has a better idea of who Buffy is than Angel does, because Angel's just doing his thing. And no matter who's around, Angel's going to be doing his thing. I 100% believe that he would withhold that information, because fuck Spike. Right? He would totally be like, I mean, let's say in my headcanon as a Buffy fan, Spike died in that final battle. Because, you know, You have your purpose, you have your mission in life and all of that jazz, right? Buffy, that was like the main problem with Buffy. Her friends and whatever kept bringing her back, and she fucked with the flow of the universe and everything, right? Well, what if what they did with Spike in season 5 fucked with the flow, and he was always meant to die? He did an incredible sacrifice, made an incredible sacrifice himself, right? Went right back. I think that's why it was Spike who had to do that, and it couldn't be Angel. Angel, like, back as a kid, like, are you kidding me? What was it, Liam or some shit? Please. Not the same as William, the poet. You know what I mean? It's two completely different character origins, right? So it made sense to me for Spike to be the sacrifice. And what if he wound up dying in the final battle after Angel called out the dragon? And therefore, to me, with my headcanon, that's why I 100% believe that little shit, he can be taller than me all he wants. That little shit would withhold that information and be like, meh. If I never have to worry about Spike ever bothering her again, then cool, right? Because do you think Angel would stay away? Whether we're going to call him Twilight or not, another nod to the comics, they really did that, fam. Anyway, or not, like, I think he would. I think he himself also has no self-control when it comes to Buffy. And you can just man up and admit it. Vamp up and admit it, guy. At least Spike is man enough to admit it. All right. That's it. Let me know your thoughts, fam. What do you think? Would Angel withhold that information as just a little funny fan canon? Or what do you think about Spike possibly never even being able to appear? If he's just dead, he did his sacrifice. It was freaking awesome. Thank you. We're going to live on. Right? It's fair. It's all right. It's good. You know? Yeah. I am curious if anybody after that podcast was like, girl, do you know what you just did? Oh, no. What did she say? Alrighty, fam. You let me know what you think on all of this. All of it. Let's talk. Let's chat. It doesn't have to be a debate. It can be a friendly conversation. We got that covered. It's all good. Either way, I hope that you have a wonderful day, and let's just look forward to it together. Let's see what they got. I'm excited. I'm really getting excited. I thought that they were about done with whatever episodes for season 1. And it's like, nope, that was just a pilot. What do you mean? Like, can we stop slacking on this shit? Like, I don't know if it's Hulu or whoever's producing and putting forth the money. Can you just fund? Let's just throw money at them. Do the thing. Something like, you got Sarah excited. I feel like she was a really good, like, not necessarily indicator. The word stalwart is the only thing that's coming to mind. But, you know, she's been pretty serious about, like, I'm not going to do this for just anything. I'm not going to do it to just do it. So, and like, things have changed, and that alone, like, has my attention, right? But then the more that I hear and how willing to just be like, nope, but then she can still get swept up and stuff, and it's just getting me excited. I was surprised by how emotional I got watching that clip, that first clip we got of her offering the role to Chicky Mama. And I was like, why am I so emotional? I don't even know these people. But then I realized, damn, 20 plus years later, or whatever, whenever fucking uploads, Buffy Summers is still alive.